1939 by an engineer. It has the critical longevity of all electric lights. It is plugged into a galactic circuit.
Oh,
And galactic
hi.
circuit.
You've caught me watching one of the latest Thunderbolts project videos. I've got an idea, and the idea is that you listen to me when I tell you that physics, astrophysics, and cosmology are in the process of being rewritten. So, we've been saying it over and over again on our channel. Please watch the video. Here's another clip.
Are the basis of plasma cosmology, which is ignored by astrophysicists, but was developed by experimental scientists and engineers in the 20th century. And it has proven to be predictive, quite unlike mathematical Big Bang cosmology.
Anyway, folks, it's important to understand the role of gravity versus the role of electromagnetism, and all kinds of things such as radio propagation and cosmic ray flux in terms of the effect on cosmology. So we've got links to the video underneath this one, and also the remainder of the Censored versus Sinkhole, where we try to help our viewers to understand the distinction between their you-know-what and a hole in the ground. Thanks, Anthony Cozzoli, for sending us information about the South Carolina Bigfoot Festival. These are not JBL speakers, these are human speakers, folks. These aren't JL speakers. Look at the tattoo on this guy. Oh my goodness, he's got a giant log in his hand. Perhaps he's descended from Sasquatches. Now these could be multiversal organisms here. We're not exactly sure. But it looks like October 26th in Westminster, South Carolina. We're going to have these Bigfoot experts speaking. I don't currently plan to go to the meeting, but it could be super interesting for all you Sasquatch enthusiasts out there. Should I discuss whether or not I believe in Sasquatches? Note to self, don't talk about Sasquatches. Talk about Rush lyrics. All this machinery making modern music can still be open-hearted, not so coldly charted. It's really just a question of your honesty. Yeah, your honesty. One likes to believe in the freedom of music, but glittering prizes and endless compromises shatter the illusion of integrity. I've got an idea. Don't allow your integrity to be shattered, or your ideas will be shut off. Let's talk about other things, such as alien enthusiasts. They were hanging out, about 150 of them, by Area 51 yesterday. Please leave a comment if you did a Naruto run and then stopped 100 yards from the gates. Yes. Oh my gosh, it's a dust devil. Please leave a comment if you think this dust devil was caused by aliens. Anyway, we linked to this Reuters article also below the video. Yep, they had a little shindig in the desert and dressed up like aliens. Johnny Depp was there, so transcribe that, Google. Were you aware the first day of fall is coming? The first full day is Tuesday. Equinox is tomorrow. Were you aware that fall is not caused by the Earth's distance from the sun, and neither is spring? It's just when the sun's rays are perfectly perpendicular to the equator. That's all. Or you get a full, legit 12-hour day there. All right, now, hence the term equinox. Were you aware that fall leaf colors exist all year long? Now, we don't usually cover CNN articles here, the climate nonsense / communist news network. However, when you're right, you're right. So, yes, fall leaf colors exist all year long. I did learn something from reading this, folks. Check it out. Okay, fall leaf tourism brings big money. Who really cares about that? Were you aware that the term fall is an American term, although it was coined in Britain? It has to do with falling leaves, and the fall of leaves was shortened to fall in the 1600s, and it remained popular while England was colonizing the world. And the lack of consistent communication between England and the colonies caused it to be rooted here in the U.S. Now here's another one we were aware of. As I'm a bit of a critic of pumpkin spice, no, I don't want to pumpkin spice anything, because pumpkin spice is the flavor of sugar, ground cinnamon, nutmeg, dried ginger, and cloves. That's all. When it's artificial, it's made of chemicals, of course. Pumpkin spice, it's been around for, what, 3 weeks already? And I see Christmas decorations in the local Big Lots. Please leave a comment if it's summertime and you're already buying Christmas decorations. How about some solar LED Christmas lights? Are you shadow banned on social media because of organizations like Facebook? Well, we're on Facebook, so if you are, try to find us on there. It could be a fun adventure trying to find our page, facebook.com/smAsho. I guess if you type it in, you'll find it. We're also on Gab. Check out the thumbnail, and oh my gosh, this morning's space weather premiere is not even there yet. Son of a beehive. There's yesterday's video talking about Area 51. On minds.com/smAsho. The future of social media, where you won't be censored and you won't be shadow banned and you won't have to see photographs of Mark Zuckerberg all the time. Now, Mark learned how to drink water before Congress, and we think he did a great job, so hats off to Mark. And I've got an idea. Get yourself an account on minds.com. That's minds.com. And head to minds.com/smAsho. Perhaps send us some tokens so we don't get to tanking. Send tokens so we don't get to tanking. And be ungoogleable. If Google tries to shake you down for money, you tell them to remove you from the search results list. Be ungoogleable, since big tech can't break the internet, but the internet can break big tech. Don't make us break you, big tech. Just clean up your nonsensical games. Stop trying to censor people, especially in the US, because it's not going to work out well for you. And if you're on the board of directors, you may want to consider moving to Seychelles. Please like and subscribe on YouTube. That's our main content host currently. Ironically, although we have recently moved into BitChute, and hence bitchute.com/smAsho, courtesy of smAsho staff, has got the videos there too. As we can't really be censored, we can only be a little bit censored. So I've got an idea, Google. Stop trying to censor people and just be a platform. Stop trying to be a publisher and a platform. Pick your death. Pick your death. Or we may have to pull the plug, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, bitchute.com/smAsho, the latest foray into attempting to have people actually see the videos and perhaps even understand the physics. Let's look at some transients. You want to know what's going on with your local yellow dwarf? Well, I'm sure you'd like to know what's going on with your local supermassive black hole. I should say, quote, black hole. Massive radio source at the core of the Milky Way galaxy. You know that one, Sagittarius A star? I'll just type in SGR space A at the Neil Gehrels transients, and look, we just actually saw some density there just in the past day or two. Check it out. There's the most recent transients from Sagittarius A star. Saw a bunch of outbursts from there. These are hard X-rays. Let's look at some more, such as Cygnus A, otherwise known as the catchy title of 3C405.0. Now, this is the second strongest radio source in the sky. That's right, the second strongest radio source in the entire sky. Second only to your local yellow dwarf, known as the Sun. And this thing is located at least 500 million light years away. It is a massive radio galaxy, Cygnus A. There are the transients from there. And this one doesn't look like data loss, folks. Let's look at some more stuff from inside the galaxy, such as Cygnus X1. Now, this is the first object in the universe believed to be a black hole by a large portion of science, known as, Cygnus X1. So the Cygnus X1, and this is believed to be a black hole by many. I call it a massive radio source, also from inside the galaxy. This was famously bet on by Carl Sagan and Stephen Hawking back in the 1970s. And they eventually agreed that this is a black hole. And keep in mind that is all based on gravitational physics, folks. And we've got some data loss going on at the Neil Gorell Swift Bat X-ray Observatory. So there's no way those transients all look like that. Let's look at the other side of the galaxy. First at the Vela Pulsar, I'm sure there'll be missing data there too. And there you see the missing data. So this is probably not any kind of a particularly interesting trend there. Let's look at something a little bit closer to home. A star featured regularly on the channel. And we call it a star. It's really a massive X-ray binary, Cygnus X3. And anyway, there's the transients from that. If you want to look these up yourself, we've got links in the description to the Neil Gorell's Swift Observatory. And if you're wondering what BAT stands for, that's Burst Alert Telescope. We've got low-res telescopes that are constantly monitoring all of these objects. And there are a lot of objects out there. They're not all on the list yet because it takes time. And be patient with the observatory as they're crunching a lot of data. If you've got questions about what's going on there, you can use the email. You'll get a prompt response. Thanks for all your hard work over there, Amy Lien. She did respond to my email when I asked her about data loss a few months ago. Here's your most recent solar cycles graph here, courtesy of Solon.info. This one was updated September 1st, I believe. So we are at very low levels, and this green projected line is more like what I'm in line with. Let me show you what space weather is showing. By the way, incidentally, the 10.7 centimeter radio flux is back up to 68. And there are the projected values for the current solar minimum, stretching well into 2023. I don't know what that's all about. But in any case, we do see an increase in solar activity. That's all there is to it. Thanks again to our patrons for making these videos somewhat possible, as these are the associate producers of the channel, folks. And thanks, viewers. Thanks, subscribers. Please don't forget to press like and subscribe. Please share on your social media and look for possibly another video coming out today. There's a distinct possibility that'll happen. Again, I've got an idea. Enjoy your final day of summer. Here's a composite image. It's about 10 hours of solar activity here. Looking at 211 angstroms, 304 angstroms, and 171 angstroms. We are out. Enjoy your Sunday. And please continue to understand the distinction between your censored and your sinkhole. Don't fall into either trap.